Hello, San Angelo. I'm James Bellini. In news today, Tom Thompson has officially been sworn in as Mayor of San Angelo. 2 San Angelo men were arrested for different crimes and registered today to enter your barbecue team into the cook-off for Kian. Before that, Garmany with the City of San Angelo's Planning and Development is in studio. We'll get into that interview right after these messages from Jim Bass and Carpet Tech.
Save big on new and used cars and trucks at BassBunch.com.
When anyone needs a new car or truck, where do they go?
That's easy, BassBunch.com.
What? It's BassBunch.com.
Everybody knows BassBunch.com.
BassBunch.com. Did I hear right?
There's only one place, BassBunch.com.
If you want to save a bunch of money, the only place to shop is BassBunch.com.
My name is Cade Simmons. I'm the site manager here in San Angelo. What matters to our customers, I believe, is what we say is CT quality, CT experience, just making sure their needs are met, taking care of their home like it was ours. You just have to keep thinking of, it's never the wrong time to do the right thing. So just making sure you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and just knowing that they can rely on us, I think, matters to them a lot.
What's going on, everybody? James Bellini here with Kim Garmany. She is from San Angelo's Planning and Development Center. Ms. Garmany, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Thank you so much for inviting me in.
Absolutely. What are we talking about? Nothing like super, just,
Yeah, so
overview.
I'm from the Planning and Development Services Department, and we wanted to come while there was nothing big going on.
Right.
Because we feel like that's the best time to talk to people when there's no big items that we need feedback or support on. Maybe now is a good time to come and talk to people.
Right.
So we just got finished doing the expansion of the cultural district,
Okay.
as well as updating the sign ordinance. Both of those passed through City Council last month. And so one of the things that we heard during our public outreach for the cultural district was that people didn't know what was going on. We send out notifications for certain cases and whatnot, but there are some things that happen in our department that more people want to know about.
Right.
And so in an effort to be more transparent and to listen and respond to the feedback that we've gotten, we wanted to start by doing things like this.
Okay.
Communicating with people.
Okay.
Yeah.
That communication always helps. Everybody's always interested about what's coming to San Angelo or
Sure.
something like that. So transparency, something I heard through the election
Right.
all the time was we need to be more transparent. So
Exactly. So we're just getting right on board. I think that's what our department is doing.
all right. Well,
And something we have coming up in the future that I wanted to talk about a little bit is a comprehensive plan.
okay.
The comprehensive plan really helps our community know where we're going in the future as far as our land development, our streets, our housing.
Right.
And the last time that we updated that was in 2009. So it's time for us to update that.
Yeah, we were going to have interstates rolling through eventually at some point. So
Exactly. And if we, as a city, want to make sure that we're getting what we need from the interstate and that we're not letting development just happen to us,
Right.
then we need to be prepared. And
Right.
so that's definitely a big reason for wanting to approach the comprehensive plan in the coming year.
okay.
During that process, we're going to ask for public engagement.
Okay.
Because the comprehensive plan, it's comprehensive. And so we need all stakeholders,
Okay.
not just city officials or city employees or business leaders.
Right.
We need the folks that live in the neighborhoods, that work here, that raise their families here, that are retiring here.
Right.
We need to hear from all of those so we can make sure that we're addressing the needs and desires that they have,
Okay.
and trying to reach a consensus on what's going to work best for a healthy and happy community.
Okay.
So be watching out for that. Hopefully people will want to come and talk to us. And then we also today we wanted to let people know what our department has available as far
Okay.
as resources, because if you live in the city limits, there's zoning ordinance, there's land use ordinance, there are rules.
Right.
And so I think a lot of times maybe people don't realize that. And so we want to make sure that everyone knows that our office we're in the community development building right next to City Hall.
Okay.
We're open 8 to 12 and then 1 to 5 every day. You can just walk in. We have a planner of the day that can take questions on planning and zoning items. And then we have building and inspection permit techs there who can also answer questions about that side of things. So we're available for walk-ins during those times. And then another thing that we have going on that I don't think people realize is a free resource for them is every Thursday we have development review committees.
Okay.
And so what that is whenever a project comes in and maybe the builder or the developer, they have questions like, am I headed in the right direction? Or I don't know what fire is going to require from me. It's a time for the applicant, the developer, to get feedback from all different departments. So we have planning and development services, building permits and inspections, the fire marshal's office, health, engineering, operations, stormwater management. So anybody in the city that might be involved in a development would be at a development review committee. And so we have level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is just like, hey, I have this idea and I want to get some guidance. And level 2 is like, I have plans and I want to make sure I'm going in the right direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine with the new mayor and pretty much a whole new city council, like I said, the word transparency was something that I heard a lot through the election.
Yeah.
So this is a good thing. I'm sure that they're all on board with this too.
Oh yeah. So we received the blessing of the city council last year to apply for the comp plan and to get the public engaged. And so yeah, I think they support it.
All right. Well, how do people get a hold of y'all? I mean, is there an email? Is there a phone number?
Sure. Yes. Okay. If you can't walk in, you can call us at 325-657-4210.
Is there an email or just?
There is an email. You can email planning@sanangelo.gov. And I don't want to give you the wrong one for permits. So you can contact us there and we'll get you to the right person.
Call the phone number.
Yeah, call the phone number.
Well, is there anything else?
I don't think so. I just want to introduce myself. And if you see me out and about around town, please don't talk to me about planning. Haha, just joking. You can. I mean, because
she would prefer you not to, though.
I would love to answer your questions at work.
Come on.
Yes, but I do live and work here, so
Well, it affects you too, though. Like
exactly.
Everything affects everybody in San Angelo, and this is part of that.
Right. It's a small town, but big also.
Yeah. No, we're kind of weird like that.
Yeah, it is. It's really amazing. I love it. It's really great here.
All right. Well, Miss Garmany, is there anything else?
No.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming in today.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Back to you guys. In news this morning at City Council, Tom Thompson was officially sworn in as Mayor of San Angelo. Thompson said, I thank God for putting me in this spot at this time. You take moments like this and you take opportunities to ask why and why not. If somebody says you can't do something, you say, well, why not? Congratulations, Mayor Thompson. Patrick Keeley and Mary Coffey were officially sworn in as City Council members as well. And the cook-off for Kian is coming up in a couple weeks on June 6th and 7th, and you can sign up your barbecue team for a chance to win some prizes. There will also be a washer pitching and cornhole tournament and a silent auction, all to help the Francis family. 15-year-old Kian Francis was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, and all the proceeds will go towards helping his family with medical expenses. Raymond Francis is a veteran of the San Angelo Police Department, and Kian's mother, Candace, is a nurse at the Montgomery County Jail. Call Michael Hall at 325-245-5083 or Tatum Watson at 325-812-8486 for more information. And 2 San Angelo men were arrested over this weekend in San Angelo. The first was 42-year-old Michael Carrasco, who allegedly touched a child inappropriately while they were sleeping. He denied touching the child, but was arrested for indecency with the child by sexual contact. The other was 34-year-old Alvaro Salcido, who was arrested for deadly conduct for discharging a firearm. Over the weekend, police responded to a shots fired call at the 600 block of East 25th Street. When Salcido was located, he had an AK-47 between his legs, a handgun in hand, and a shotgun nearby. He was arrested and released on a $35,000 bond. And we'll get into weather right after this word from Jay Chandler.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the giants and who will never, ever flinch.
In weather, it's a pleasant day right now as it's 80 degrees outside with a high of 86 and a low tonight of 56. Tomorrow the heat cranks up a little bit to 96 and it gives way to a mostly clear night around 68. Then Thursday it gets hotter up to 99 degrees for the high and the low drops down to 68. And we'll be right back after a quick word from Condos, Diamonds, and Coins.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Condos, Diamonds, and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Condos, Diamonds, and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Cano stands by his work and offers free consultations including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Cano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the Live Daily News Show, the only locally owned news show in the Concho Valley. Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms, and download the San Angelo Live mobile app. For the Live team, I'm James Bellini, and we'll see you next time.